name's Mathew Lees. I'm a coach. I've received my credentials from the ICF. I'm an associate certified coach, and this is an interesting experience for me because I've done several video blogs until now. However, they've all been in Spanish because I live in Spain. However, I've decided that the time has come to make another step, which is to re-record some of these video blogs in English. And I particularly wanted to share with you all this, which is an explanation of music coaching. Music coaching is a process that I use with my clients on a regular basis when they're interested in music. And what I'd like to do in this video blog is explain a bit how it works. So let's begin with what it is. As a long-term music addict, there's no better way to put it, I've always been aware of the great power of music. A song has the ability to transport us back to a distant corner of our memories that's long since fallen into darkness. An experience from a long time ago, which perhaps in the present can help us face a situation that we're going through at the time. Tunes can evoke passionate emotional responses and states. Listening to a song can make you feel euphoric. Listening to another song can help you connect with sadness and approach it from a different way, or it even has the ability to change your emotional state in whatever way may seem necessary. It can make us angry, it can make us sad, it can make us happy. Many emotional responses are possible. So, bearing this in mind, I thought it would be very useful to incorporate this into my normal coaching processes. So this is of course because based on the idea that I think that there are a lot of people like me, and I don't mean this because they're a bit nuts, but because I think there are a lot of people who absolutely love music and their life is accompanied by music. In my personal case, I'm always either listening to music directly or I have something going on in my mind musically. Often when I'm speaking to my friends, they notice that I've gone off into my little cloud cuckoo land because I can hear some music and I'm trying to remember who recorded it, which album it's on, which year it was recorded, or perhaps I hear something and I think, oh, I think that's been stolen from another song. I try not to do it too often because it can be a little annoying, I admit it. In any case, I think that there are a lot of people who, whatever they do, and whatever they experience on a daily basis, they do it with a soundtrack accompanying them. So I propose to work with the doubts, the concerns and the issues my clients face with musical exercises. Naturally, these are adapted to the tastes of each and every one of them because each to his own, as they say, and this has never been more appropriate than when speaking about music. Because, of course, music is an art form which has the ability to provoke very strong emotional reactions, similar to those of love affairs, I think. Whereas, on the other hand, also music is an art form which has no standard pattern. There's an almost infinite variety of variations. And what is more, the variations can be so different that what one person finds fabulous and they really connect with, another person can find really, really annoying. What one person adores, another person abhors. I can think of many cases of a particular style of music that perhaps in my case I don't like, but I recognise that it's good. There are other kinds of music which I just can't stand, and I know a lot of people that when listening to, for example, reggaeton, it just drives them nuts, which is certainly my case. But I also respect that other people might gain some happiness or something positive from that kind of music. So I'm not going to criticise people for their tastes, of course. The important thing is, when using music in the coaching process, naturally at the beginning, it's very important for me to find out what their preferences are. So this is a very simple process of asking about preferred music styles, and then going into a little greater detail about what bands, singers, composers, DJs or whatever people particularly like and what they really can't stand, because it's important to know both sides of the coin, of course. And then with this information, I would take it a step further, and I would choose something that I feel appropriate for a particular situation, and I would have a look at the way that the other person reacts to it and see if it works with them or not. Now, going into a bit more detail, how does the music fit into the sessions? Obviously, there's not music playing in the background throughout the session, because that would be quite annoying, because it would be very difficult to connect with some of the tasks that I do here in the therapy room. However, there are occasions when I can use a short section of music, either for the music itself or the lyrics behind it, and I can use that to work on a particular task with my client. An example of this might be if one of my clients has gone through a breakup, then I can use different songs about breakup with a different mood behind it, and then they can explore how they should respond to the situation and what best suits them to get through the situation and be able to detach themselves from the feeling of loss. That's one of the sides of it. And another thing that I like to work on quite a lot is I like giving tasks to do between one session and another, because this gives the possibility of my clients going to somewhere where they feel very comfortable, and they can be alone and listen to the music, and they can connect on a deeper level, either with the music itself or with the lyrics, and they can really feel it. There are two ways that we can use this. The first one is it's a good way of backing up tasks that we've already done in sessions. But then, of course, another thing that I can do is I can set a musical task, such as I said before, connecting with the music, and they have time to find a song that they particularly connect with in a given situation. Now, that's something that we can work with in a future session. So there are many options about how to use music in the sessions. So where am I going with all of this? What I want to say is that music coaching is not drastically different, because at the end of the day, what I'm doing is I'm still following the process of helping people fulfill their objectives and reach satisfaction in a professional, social or sentimental situation. However, what I'm doing is I'm adding to the usual techniques with more tools. I have a greater variety of things to work with by using music. So that's basically an introduction to what music coaching is. Naturally, if you have any questions, go ahead, ask me whatever comes into your mind, and I'd be happy to respond. I hope you've enjoyed this session. I hope you have a clear idea as to what music coaching is, and I look forward to speaking to you again soon. Obviously, in the meantime, if there's anything that you would particularly be interested in finding out about, feel free to say in the comments below, and I will see what I can do about it. Thanks very much for listening, and let's speak again soon.